That. Any bottle with a little water.
Yeah. So we are live on Facebook. Yeah. So good evening, everyone. I'm Aarti Saur, CEO of. Yes, Shri, you said something. Okay. Good evening, friends. I'm Aarti Saur, CEO of Parisar Asha. I welcome all of you in today's session, Ask the Expert series, and our today's topic is conquering our fear. Yes, we all live in the world of fear. And let me tell you, today only we have been quarantined because my neighbor has been COVID positive. So you can imagine that today this session is so important for me because right from cockroaches to corona, I mean, I have fear of so many things. And so I'm sure everybody has their fears, their phobias. Many of you, because we usually have our teachers and parents and students joining us in our webinars. So we have fear of exams, we have fear of failures, we have fear of death, we have fear of religion, we have fear of God also, we have fear of almost everything. And there are so many phobias. I know many of my friends, and one of my friend, she has phobia of sitting in the auto. So there can be all weird kind of fear and phobias and all these factors. So we thought, why not, like let's have this particular topic. And especially during this pandemic, it is really, really important for us to understand our fears and, work on them, control them, conquer them. So in fact, in our collateral, I had written 2 lines like fear has 2 meanings, forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. So our today's guest is joining us from Chennai, and he is going to talk about all different aspects of fear and not just talk. So today's session is going to be little different. Usually I have my set of questions and I ask my expert who is joining from different places. And they are, they are the experts in their particular field. So our today's expert, I'm going to introduce you. And because I'm saying it's going to be a different session, because I'm going to give the entire floor to him, I'm not going to ask him any questions. Because let me tell you, when I was scrolling down on my Facebook, suddenly I found his session going on live. He was live on Facebook. And it was just, I was just scrolling. And suddenly, like I found his session and I said, okay, let me just see that 1 minute. And I just could not, come out of that session, and I attended all his sessions every day. And amazing, and he has super energy, super power packed performance, I can say. So I'm not going to ask many questions to him. So I'll just introduce him to all of you. And thank you, Dr. Kannan Girish, for joining us today from Chennai. And he is a very well-known established psychiatrist from Chennai. And he's also the founder and CEO of Live Life Foundation Private Limited. He has been recognized internationally for his work on child behavior disorders of children of alcoholics. And he has been really working passionately in the field of education for creating awareness about mental health in children especially. And he has been honored by late Shri Pranab Mukherjee, who has been our former President of India. So he has been really contributing so much to the society and especially to prevent suicides. So I welcome Dr. Kannan Girish. And before I hand over the floor to him, our webinar to him, please, it's a caution, and I'm creating a little fear factor in all of you, that stay away from your mobile phones or stay away from your laptop screens or your computer screens, because he has so much of energy that when I was watching his one of the episodes, I actually thought he's going to break the glass and come out. So please, you can, fasten your seat belts, and over to you, Dr. Kannan Girish.
Thank you, Aarti ma'am. That's a wonderful, wonderful introduction. And I really hope to stand up to that introduction that you have given me. All right. So, very, very warm welcome to all of you all. It's a great honor and privilege for me to be here. So before I start, I just wanted to know who you are and what you're doing so that I can have an assessment. So I want all of you to type out on the chat box Your name will already come in the chat box. So your name and what do you do? And are you here as a principal, as a teacher, as a parent? What's your designation? And that alone, if you can all type it out, it'll be great. So can you all type that out on the chat box quick? So that I will.
Let's have very interactive session, because this is going to be like a workshop for everyone.
Yes, Ketki, she's a psychologist. Welcome, Ketki. Shika is a parent. Yes, Radha Venkat is a principal. Yo, Radha ma'am, how are you? So Preena is a teacher and a parent. Brilliant. Manu Malik is an educator. Okay, teacher, counselor. Hemangi, brilliant. Vidya Ram, a mentor. Okay, so as a teacher. Ashwini is a student. Brilliant, Ashwini, welcome. Shalini is a volunteer. Archana is a student. Chetana is a teacher. So if you're a teacher, can you just type out which class do you teach so that I just get an idea? Yeah. Chitra is a teacher. Rupa Kumar from Bangalore is a counselor. Brilliant. Ramya is a teacher. Hi, Shakun. Spiritual, this thing. Hina is a teacher. Bharati, Chetana, student of standard 7 and 9. Okay. Renuka, student. Teacher, pre-primary. So I think it's a predominant teacher crowd, right?
Yes.
College student. Yes, there's 1 or 2 college students over here. Yes, brilliant. Graduate, brilliant. Graduate, head theatre and education at Parisar Asha. Oh, welcome, Sapna. Brilliant. Teacher, good evening. Brilliant. Bhavant is a teacher of 8th standard. Teacher, in charge teacher also. Brilliant. Jyoti Mirpuri, retired. Wow, Jyoti ma'am. You're retired and you still want to learn to come out of your fear. Brilliant. I hope to serve you better through this. Yes. Priya, pre-primary. Yes, teacher. Brilliant. Yes. Anybody else? Quick. Go. Pre-primary teacher. I think, yes, we have almost had around 80 to 90 people have already said it. Brilliant. So I think it's a predominant teacher crowd. And then a couple of few students and a couple of you from parent perspective, but I think it's a predominant teacher crowd. Brilliant. Awesome. So if you're a teacher crowd and you're really all about teachers, I want all of you to take a book and a pen. I want all of you to take a book and a pen with a little bit of water for you to drink. I'll go on for around 30-35 minutes. Keep your phone aside and be ready to be fully focused, because I'm going to give you tremendous amount of value, tremendous amount of knowledge, and a lot of points which I would like you to grasp as much as you can, because I want to, the time is only 30 to 35 minutes. So I want you to get great value in this short period of time. Okay, brilliant. So if you're ready with a paper and a pen and a water bottle and you put your cell phone away, type out ready on the chat box. Come on, everybody. Come on. Go. Type out ready on the chat box. Ketki is ready. Brilliant. Dipanshu is ready. Yes, Abhi is ready. Brilliant. Ashwini is ready. Awesome. Awesome. Radha Venkat ma'am is ready. Brilliant. Come on, everybody. Go. Quick. Yes, Ashwini is ready. Preena is ready. Brilliant. Cindy is ready. Ghanshyam is ready. Brilliant. Janvi is ready. Bharati, Shika, Vangvi, Vandana, Rajendra Pal. Awesome. Everyone is getting ready. Varsha is ready. Brilliant. Archana is ready. Jagdish is ready. Awesome. Ervina is ready. Savitri Pal is ready. Brilliant. Okay. All of you are getting ready. Awesome. Ramya Marimuthu is ready. Venita is ready. Hina is ready. Awesome. Lizzie is ready. Beautiful. So everyone is already ready right now. Awesome. So take as much notes you want. I want you to get as much value inside of this workshop. I say workshop. Why? Because you hear a talk. Everybody hears talks. Yes or no? But it does not matter what you hear. What matters is what you do with what you hear. Are you all getting that? Yes or no? What are you going to do? So I don't want you to capture all the points. Do capture as much points as you can. But by the time you leave today, I want you to at least implement 3 things from this talk. 3 things. That's all I'm asking you. 3 things that you can right away go and implement into your life. That's all I want from you. All right? So with this, Shakur is ready. We are all ready to go and going on. Brilliant. Now, I wanted to ask you a thing. Dipanshu saying, I'm very excited after seeing your energy. Thank you, Dipanshu. Because that's where I want to start off first with. Now, please understand, any fear, be it corona fear, be it fear of uncertainty, be it fear of crisis, be fear of going out, be fear of contracting the disease, fear of the financial crisis, any fear you want in the world, you can always face it with energy. Write this down. Face it with energy. What do I mean face it with energy? Now let's look at me. All of you look at me right now. If I'm going to start this talk and say, good evening, everybody. Let us talk about fear. The best way to come out of fear is to energetically come out of fear, and then to really come out of fear. Fear starts in the brain, then goes to the heart, then goes to the body, then goes to the life. Will you really be impressed and interested in listening to my lecture? Yes or no? Type out on the chat box. Yes or no? Absolutely no. Exactly. Type out on the chat box. Quick. Absolutely no. In 5 minutes, you are going to run away from this workshop. Yes or no? Or the talk or whatever. You're going to run away. You're like, Arre Baba, this guy has spoiled our evening today. Already we are in stress state. Looking at him, we are getting even more stressed. You're going to run away. Yes or no? So that's where I want to tell you. Right? And all of you write this down. Your energy, the way you see life, they are excited about life. Are you energetic about life? Are you energetic about yourself? Your energy determines your life. Please write this down as the first thing. Your energy determines your life. Have you all noticed these type of people? This is a weird kind of people. You go and talk to them very excited. Hey, how are you? What are you doing? You know what they will say? What is this world? Why is the world like this? What has happened? That is wrong. This is right. Everything is the cause. I don't know what is happening. You talk to them for 10 minutes. You will go into depression. They will go happily to the next person to talk. Have you all seen such people? If you have seen such people, type out I on the chat box. Yes, I have seen such type of people. These are called the energy suckers. They'll suck your energy out. They'll pull your energy. You talk to them for 10 minutes. You will be so tired as though you walked for the last 4 hours. You will be totally drained. These are called the energy suckers. Now, when you handle fear, the most important is your energy level with these energy suckers. I was telling in a webinar, if you want to be depressed, I'm just telling you, if you want to be depressed about life, I'll give you the secret sauce for depression. Do you all want the secret sauce for depression? Watch Arnab Goswami every day for 5 days from 9 o'clock to 10:30. You will automatically on the 6th day, look, wherever you look, you will feel depressed. Wherever you look, you will feel depressed. Your wife will start looking depressive. Your children will start looking depressive. The weather will start looking depressive. Just listen to Arnab Goswami 9 to 10:30 every day for 5 days. 5 days is enough. Not more than that. I'm not going to torture you more than that. Very simple.
Doctor, you are creating fear factor in their minds now.
No, seriously. What you saw inside your head is only what is going to come out. Yes or no? Yes or no? That's my second principle for all of you. Let me ask you this. If I put a seed of orange, what fruit will I get? Type out of the chat box. Come on, everybody. Type out of the chat box. What fruit will I get? Type out of the chat box. If I put a seed of orange, what fruit will I get? Come on, come on, come on. Everybody type out. I want you to go out there and type out. Exactly. I will be getting only orange. Can I go to the tree and shout at the tree and say, why are you orange? I wanted lime. You are giving me orange. Give me lime, give me lime, give me lime, give me lime. If I tell the tree, who is the fool? Type out of the chat box. Type out of the chat box. Who is the fool over here? Exactly. We are the fool. If we have sown orange, we will get only orange fruit. If you have sown Arnab Goswami, you will only get an Arnab Goswami kind of life, where you will look at the criticism of everybody. Yes or no? Now, I want all of you to realize 90%, all of you, write it down again, in big capital letter, 90% of fear is imaginary. Please write this down. 90% of all the things you fear is just imaginary. That means you are imagining a kind of a fear and you feel that fear is actually real. It is not at all real. It is an imaginary fear. So first and foremost, I want all of you to write this down. Write this down. Look at as it is. Write the statement down. Look at it as it is, not worse than it is. Look at something as it is, not worse than it is. Are you all getting that? Because what of us, you know what we do? This is called the Chinese whisper syndrome. Hey, Corona, somebody died. Next person, when it goes, oh, Corona died, huh? No, Corona killed somebody. Oh my God. Do you know what? This Corona has killed 100 people. That fellow said only Corona killed one person. Now, by the time it went to the other guy, it became 100. Then it will become 1,000. People will start creating unnecessary reality. So I want all of you to really be clear about it. Yes, it is a pandemic. Yes, it is a deadly pandemic. Yes, but at the same time, 99.9% of the people survive and come out. Why? Because of two things. Their immune system, which is dependent on the food they eat, and their emotions that they have. Two things only. Whether you are seeing it positively, you're secreting a lot of dopamines and you want to come out of it and you have a wish to live. That's it. That is what is very, very important. The moment, write this down, all of you write this down. The moment you have a strong why to come out of the fear, automatically you will know how to come out of the fear. Write this down. The moment you have a strong why of why do you want to come out of the fear, automatically you will come out of the fear. Are you all getting that? Today in India, the fear of Corona will kill more people than the actual Corona itself. The fear that they might get Corona and what will happen if they get Corona will kill more people than the actual Corona. Write this down. I want all of you to write this down. The first thing I said is energy. The second thing I said is what you sow in your head. The third thing I say is you need to take care of your fear. 99% is just imaginary. It is that 1% that is the reality. Look at as it is and not worse than as it is. Are you all getting this clear? These are the first few steps I want you to follow as far as the fear response concerned. Now, I want all of you to type out on the chat box, okay? On the chat box. Let's create a safe space here. On the chat box, type out what is your number one fear right now. Type out of the chat box. Quick, come on, everybody. Type out of the chat box. Darkness. Ketaki says darkness. Brilliant. Everybody is scared of darkness. You know why? Because from childhood we have told darkness means ghost. Yes, fear of death. Yes, facing of people, talking with people. Okay, face of people. Okay, lizard. By the way, lizard is also my fear. Huh? Fear of losing people. Going down the steps. Yes, Shalini says. Lizzie says earthworms. Yes, Bharati says boss. Hello, if you don't have fear of boss, then that's not an office. Yeah, snakes. Exactly, snakes. Yes, Leona says lift. Brilliant. Leona says, Suchitra says snakes. Yes, fear of Corona. Yes. Jyoti says, Harshika says exams. Afreen says cockroaches. Okay, cockroaches is for a woman. They say cockroaches and husband are the two scary parts for a woman. Shika says financial. Rafia says people, humans. Yes, beautiful. Rafia, people and humans. Then yes, who else? Quick. Varsha says lack of confidence. Brilliant. Okay. Now, I want all of you, okay? Now, all of you have typed out your fears. Type out now on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being absolutely you can handle that fear. 10 being it is so determinal and severe that I cannot handle it in my life. What is the average rating you give for your fear? Type out that number on the chat box. 6. Okay, Ketaki says 6. Come on, everybody. 5. Archana says 5. Come on. Just type out the number. How severe is your fear? Five. Anita says 5, 8, 5. Bharti says 6. Shalini says 4. Jyoti says 5. Yes, brilliant. Jyoti says 5. Dipanshu says 7. Jennifer says 2. Hina Savitri says 5. Savitri says 5. Yes, brilliant. Go. Ransham says 5. Reshmi says 5. Brilliant. Reshmi says 5. Jagdish says 7. Yes, Jagdish. Quick. I want all of you to go. Yes. Vandana Sindhya says 7. Sindhya says 7. Yes, brilliant. I have enough faith to make and sail through it. Oh, brilliant, Shakun. Four. Vandana says 4. Brilliant. So almost everybody is between 7 and 4. Correct? All your fears are between 7 and 4. Brilliant. Awesome. So now I will give you step by step on how do you handle the fear. I'm going to give you a couple of techniques. Now, I don't know which technique will work for you, but my chance is start practicing the techniques in your life. One of them will definitely click, because if I was in a one-to-one with you, I could have told exactly what technique will work. But since it's a varied, starting from cockroach to lizard to corona to boss to people to husband to so many different things that all of you all have. So I thought that I would give you a spectrum. Okay. The first technique. Okay. All of you, please understand the first technique. There are two things to fear. One is the memory of that event. Second is the fear associated with this. All of you write this down. Memory and the emotion, which is the fear. Now, these two are not stored in the same area. The memory is stored in the hippocampus. The fear is stored in the amygdala. I repeat, the fear is stored in the amygdala. That means what? The memory is different area, fear is different area, but these two appear together as though they are a single area. Are you all getting that? So now for you, all of you all, I want you to write this down for yourself. Detach the memory from the emotion. Now I will tell you simple. Let's look at a rationale of a fear of snake. Say you're very scared of snake. How does the snake fear comes? You would have seen snake bite in your childhood. You would have seen somebody snake bite in the TV. You would have read about snake bite, following which you believe snake is equal to fear. Yes or no? And following which either you would have also had a snake bite and you have associated. But you look at the rationale of it. It is reality for you, but at the same time, it's not the absolute reality. There is definitely a trained snake healer. There is definitely people who know to handle snakes well. There are people who are also friendly with the snakes. So just because the snake has one character which is stinging, need not be that always you look at the rationale of the snake as a fear. If you all agree with me on that, type out agree on the chat box. You don't have to look at the rationale of the snake. Yes or no? Because the same snake has people who love that snake also. You look at a snake charmer, he loves the snake. His whole profession is snake over there. Yes or no? So just because, write this down, just because you don't like something or you are fearful of it, need not be that somebody else should not love it. Are you all getting that? Just because I don't like such and such person and I am scared of a lizard, I know so many people who love being with a lizard. You go to a crocodile farm, they're all reptiles. The crocodile person who handles them loves those reptiles. So that means what? Your fear is just an isolated fear of your perspective of the fear. Write this down. All fear, write this down. All fear starts from your perspective of that fear. I repeat, all fear starts from your perspective of that particular fear. I repeat, one second. All fear starts from your perspective of that particular fear. That means what? It's not the fear, but your view of that fear, the fear. Are you all getting that clear? Now, say, for example, a person comes and tells me, the wife, I remember this case. The wife came and told me, my husband is like this, my husband is like that, my husband is like this, my husband is like that, my husband is like this, my husband is like that, my husband is like this, my husband is like that. One set of 25 complaints about the husband. He's so paranoid about him. Then I went to the husband. I asked him, what do you think your wife is like this? And he said one statement, sir, in the whole world, there is only one wife, that is my only wife, who has all this opinion about me. Everybody else doesn't have any fear with me, sir. I handle a 10,000 crore company. I have 25,000 employees. I have been rated as the best boss year after year for the last 15 years. That is what has made me the CEO of my company. It's only my wife. So you please understand this. We hold on to our fears as though they are our best friend. We just cannot leave them. I just love my fear so much that without my fear, I will go into depression. Are you all getting that clear? Yes or no? Many of you are romancing with your fears way more than it is actually required for you. Now, say for example, fear of heights. Sometimes it is logical. Otherwise, we jump away from the heights. Yes or no? Some fears have also got some logic. But where does the fear become contaminating? Is that fear becomes so much, you're not able to do your day-to-day functioning properly. The fear of achievement, the fear of meeting people, because of which you're secluding yourself. You're not going out and meeting people. You're getting feared. You're getting so scared of it. You're sitting in the house. You're not avoiding job opportunity. You're avoiding growing in your job. That is where the problem lies. That is where the issue lies. That fear becomes fire. When fear becomes fire, life becomes terrific. It becomes fire. It starts burning your substance, burning your happiness level. That's the most important. Are you all getting that? So now, first point that as I told you, fear, the only way you can come out as fear is face everything and rise over it. Face everything and rise over it, not away from it. The more you run away from a fear, the more the fear will pounce on you. Are you all getting that? The more you face it and rise, the more you will have confidence in facing that particular fear. I'll give you a classic example from a child. My daughter came and told me one day, Daddy, I hate mathematics. I hate mathematics. I am not able to study mathematics. She had a phobia for mathematics. The fear was so much that she was not even touching the book of mathematics. Very simple. I had a heart-to-heart conversation with her. I asked her, what is the issue? She said, I am not able to understand what my teacher is telling me. The maths teacher happened to punish her, following which she developed this huge fear towards mathematics. You know what I did? I just zipped myself. I asked her to come and I said, I picked out the best maths teacher possible from Delhi. I put her on an online program. Yesterday, that maths teacher has given her a test on mental math. She has got 99 upon 100. 99
Wonderful.
upon 100. The problem was not the fear of maths. The problem was the teacher who was creating that fear of maths. Are you all getting that clear? Many times we think the fear is loud. It's not the fear. It's the person who has been determinal in creating that fear. I had a patient who had a fear of darkness. Very bad fear of darkness, very bad fear of closed rooms. You close the room and it is dark. She gets paranoid, sweaty, heart rate goes up. I had a heart-to-heart conversation with her. I asked her only one question. Now, what's the question? When was the first time you felt this fear? That's all I asked her. And you know what she said? She and her sister were alone in the house when she was small. This girl was around 14 years old. Sister was 19 years old. They had a huge fight. To punish this girl, the sister locked her up in a room which was dark for 4.5 hours. This girl in the room was crying, and she fell down, crying, slept off. And from that day, she has this huge paranoid for darkness. Now, the problem was not the fear of darkness. The problem was the traumatic episode caused by the sister. Are you all getting that clear? Yes or no? So many a times, it's not the fear that you're actually facing. There is something holistically different about it, because of which that fear is becoming a problem. I remember now I'm learning Hindi so that I can talk, because we are from Tamil Nadu, they don't see. And I've hired a Hindi teacher who's teaching me Hindi so that I can get out my fear of the Hindi speaking. And she taught a very nicely good statement. Dar ke aage jeet hai. Dar ke aage jeet hai. That means what? In spite of your fear, go and do it. The more your fear controls you, the more power you're giving to the fear. Yes or no?
Right.
More you take the control and say, yes, I will go after it and I will face it and come out of it, the more the power you will take it. Are you all getting that clear? If you all agree with me, type out agree on the chat box. Come on, everybody. Type out agree on the chat box that yes, we need to face our fear and grow over it. Brilliant, JP. Brilliant. That's what I always say. You need to face your fear. If you don't face your fear, I'm telling you, God also cannot save you. See, even if you have the best teacher, even if you have the best human being on the planet coaching your children how to study, if your child doesn't take the book and study, do you think even God, if he comes down from heaven, can give 99 upon 100 for your child? Yes or no? Type out yes or no. Unless and until we put that effort, nothing can be done. So that's why I always say, people, when you face a fear, look at the reality of the fear. Be energetic when you look at that reality. Go to the source of why the fear is. Write this down. Look at the fear as it is, not worse than it is. Be energetic while you face the fear. Don't get carried away by the fear. Go to where the fear started from. What was that incident that started that fear? Then 3, 4, check the rationale. Write this down. Check the rationale of that fear. Now the maths fear, was it rational? Absolutely no with my daughter. It was one frustrated teacher who put her frustration on my child. Even my child started losing interest in maths. So when the teacher was changed, the inspiration started on maths. Are you all getting that? So that's the most important thing when you face the fear and rise. Are you all getting that clear? The next technique that I want all of you to understand about fear is very simple. The technique is called EFT. Write this down. EFT. Emotional Freedom Technique. Write this down. Emotional Freedom Technique. Now, this technique is available all over YouTube. Go type Emotional Freedom Technique, how to do it. Very simple. In your whole face and in your body, there are 7 areas, 7 nerve points where the fear bundles up. So one is above your eyebrows, below your eye here, in the middle of your eyebrows here, middle of the eye, your upper lip, your lower lip, your top of your head, your chest over here, and then under your elbow. So these are the 7 spots where fear bundles up, okay? So this EFT technique, you can go do it on YouTube. There are a lot of brilliant, don't do anywhere else. Go to YouTube and type how to do emotional freedom technique, how to give up fear through emotional freedom technique. It's available on YouTube. Step by step, they will explain to you how to tap. When you think about the fear, say for example, you're having a fear of dark spaces. Think about that fear and tap in that area in a rhythm. 10 times you have to tap each area. So 10 times here, 10 here, 10 times here, 10 times here, 10 times here, and then 10 times here and 10 times here. You just tap it in a rhythm, in a cycle. How to do it is given very beautifully in that video. Please go do that today. If you do this technique for 21 days, write this down, 21 days, every day for 5 minutes. That's all. 5 minutes if you do that. By the 21st day, 80% of the fear associated with that event will start going off. You will feel the same thing, but you will not have the fear about it. Are you all getting that? Yes? So again, I'm coming back to the fear. Please face the fear and rise. If you're not facing the fear and rising, you will never, ever, ever, ever come out of the fear. This is for a fact. Are you all getting that clear? So face the fear and rise above the fear. This is the most important thing you need to do. Face the fear and rise above the fear. Emotional freedom technique is a brilliant technique that you can do. Okay. The second technique, which is very, very good for fear, is the yogic exercise called Bhastrika. Write this down. Bhastrika breathing. Bhastrika is that fast breath. You do it in rhythm. You do it in a rhythm. So that's also available online. Just go to Bhastrika. Think about your fear and then just do Bhastrika. And through Bhastrika, imagine that the fear is getting released. 90% of your fear will go out with that Bhastrika. This is proven time and again. It was this Bhastrika that was taken for Art of Living, Sri Ravi Shankar, Jagiwas. A lot of people have picked Bhastrika and remodeled it. You can do what works for you. But Bhastrika has found tremendous amount of scientific evidence for Bhastrika that it actually helps to release the fear. Okay. So the second technique is Bhastrika. The first technique I told is emotional freedom technique. And then the 5 principles I told you in the beginning. So this will help you to really come out of that fear. If you are a meditator, you love meditation. You love going into deep trance. You love, because I love meditation. I meditate a lot. Okay. I'm a very, very spiritually connected person. So if you love that, I'll give you an easy meditation, which is available in YouTube. Write this down. The name of the person is Louise Hay. Louise, Louise Hay. How to come out of fear. There is a meditation. It's a 30-minute meditation. One of the best meditations I have ever seen that will process out fear from deep inside your body. Louise Hay's fear. That's a brilliant, brilliant one. So that's your third option. See which one works for you. It could be EFT, it could be this, or it could be the other one. Whichever works for you. Why do I say that whichever works? Because every human being's level of fear is different. The cause of fear is different. You may have a fear of darkness. I know people who love darkness. They sit in dark rooms and meditate for hours together. They don't like light. Light is a phobia for them. So if you talk to A.R. Rahman, all his interviews, he says, most of his creative genius comes from 12 o'clock in the night to 5 o'clock in the morning. Most of his creative genius comes in the dark. So there are people like that. So that's where I tell you. So each person, what will work, what will not work is the permutation and combination. Are you all getting that? So that's the best way that you can write out and finish your fear. Then always understand this. When you're writing your fear, what you measure, you will be able to control. If you're not going to measure, so like, what do I mean by measure? Always measure on a scale of 1 to 10. What's my fear now? 8. Okay, I'm going to do Bhastrika. After doing Bhastrika, how much is my fear now? After doing Louise for the next 12 days, what is my fear now? After trying out the EFT technique for 21 days, what's my fear now? And you will be able to grade yourself on the level of your fear coming down. Now, if there is a real rationale behind the fear, say I am having a fear of touching a cobra. Obviously, it's very important because you can't go touch a cobra with this. Are you all getting that? You need to be trained to touch a cobra. So some fears are rationally very good. So it protects us. Now, please understand, our flight or fear response is to protect our inner system. That is why the brain has created it. So when you see, like, for example, I remember when my daughter was small, she loved to play with this mosquito bat. You remember this mosquito bat, this current mosquito bat that you do? She loved to play with it. I kept telling her, no, darling, shock will come, shock will come, shock will come. She never listened. One day, actual shock came. From that day, she stopped using it. Anything to do with that, she will tell me, Daddy, you please do and help me. So sometimes, some fears are very good for us. We learn very valuable lessons from fear than from enjoyment. Yes or no?
Right.
Some of our best lessons, the best opportunities, and the best transformation in our life has happened from fear. Write this down. Some of the best lessons you have learned in your life will come from the fear. I remember so many people telling me, once they will come to me saying my so-and-so left me in my life and I feel very depressed. They will talk as though the whole life is gone. But you'll be very surprised, after a couple of years, they will marry somebody. This experience of being ditched by somebody would have given them that kind of a fear, which made them learn a lesson. And the next relationship, they will not make those mistakes. They become confident, they become good, they become giving, they become forgiving. They use the fear to their opportunity. Are you all getting that clear? The fear becomes an opportunity and a life-changing experience. And I'm telling you, many people have harnessed, write this down, harness your fear and direct it to empower you. Write this down. Harness your fear and direct it to empower you. I always have this philosophy. Fear is like a fire. Write this down. Harness your fear and direct it to empower you. Fear is like a fire. Now, what is a fire? It can be used for cooking, yes or no? Fire can be used for cooking. Fire can be also used to burn yourself, yes or no? The same fire that is used for cooking can also be used to burn yourself. That's the reality of life. Please understand, the problem is not the fire. The problem is whose hand that fire is. Problem is not the fear. It's what you're doing with the fear that determines what the fear becomes to you. So if you're able to harness that fear and use it in a right way, that will be a life-altering experience for you. Are you all getting that clear? Yes or no? I'll give you another classic example. Oh, it's not here. Okay. I want to give you a classic example right now. My daughter was having a lot of TV. She was watching extraordinary amount of TV, and like every parent, we were worried. She was very tech savvy. 9 years old, became very tech savvy. And lockdown, as you all know, lockdown. So there is no other option than to be locked down with this technology stuff. So it was very tough for us to control. Then what did I do? I just sat to myself and I asked myself, what's my biggest fear? My biggest fear was she will get addicted to technology, because of which something might go wrong with her. That was my actual fear. Now I said, why not I harness this and make it useful? How do I do that? Make her use technology properly and for productively. So I searched on Google. I talked to a couple of people. I got the best coding person to teach her coding online. Coding and app development. Today, you will not believe, my daughter has created close to 12 apps inside of this lockdown. She was featured in the Times of India. She was featured in the Times of India. I was just looking where that paper and started. Just cleaning my room. The featured in the Times of India on the second cover page. Even I have not come on the second cover page. Though when I got presidential award, the government put that award at the front page, but I have not personally come there. She has come there. Why? I'll tell you. It's very simple. The fear of my daddy that she will go wrong, I harnessed it and saw how productively we can create a win-win with her. Are you all getting that clear? That's the way you do it. When you start looking at your fears, please understand, deep inside your fears are lying some of the greatest nuggets and wisdoms of your life. Write this down. Deep in your fears are lying some of the greatest nuggets and wisdoms you will have in life. And I always say this, it's one of my mentors who taught me this beautiful technique. He said, world will give you a problem, will give you a lesson in the face of a problem. First, it will come small. You will not learn the lesson. Then it will come really bigger. Still, if you don't learn the lesson, it will come so big that at the end of the day, you will itself have no other choice but to develop either fear or run or face it and go through it. Choice is yours. The world will not give you a problem that you cannot handle. World will only give you the problem which the world knows you are capable of handling. Yes or no? The problem Modi can handle is different from the problem you can handle. Yes or no? So only if you know how to handle the problem, the world will give you that problem. The problem that Kangana Ranaut has got is a big problem. It is such a big problem that today even the High Court is working for Kangana Ranaut. With 85,000 people died, with 500 to 900 doctors gone, with coronavirus at its peak, economy at minus 23 of GDP, do you think Kangana Ranaut's home demolition is the most important news 1 billion people require in India today? Ridiculous. That shows where our priorities are in life. That shows where our priorities are. It's because of what? They're just playing into the fear of people. So they thought that, okay, so much of bad news of corona, people get fearful about watching TV. So how can we raise the TRP of the TVs? Talk about something irrelevant. So people start to, again, get back to TV viewership. The main reason Bollywood celebrities episodes are blown are only for TRP ratings. There is nothing there. There is nothing. Demolition happens at least, or 5,000 to 10,000 demolition happens all across India every day by different corporations. Nobody is getting the attention that this person is getting. Very simple. It's just that they want the TRPs to go up because people have become so paranoid about watching TV, they don't want to watch the TV. So to get them back, they have to show some celebrity, some chaos, some villain, some hero, and they're bringing it. See, this is where I want you. They are playing into our fears. Are you all getting it? Yes or no? If you're all getting it, say yes on the chat box. Come on, everybody. If you're really getting the fact of how these people are playing with our fears, our phobias, and just showing this, this David Goliath story. Bombay is the government is the David, the Goliath. The small Kangana is the David, and one small person, the underdog phenomenon. Now everybody is very interested and back to TV to see what has happened. Ridiculous, yeah, ridiculous. Are you all getting that? Yes or no? Don't play in, write this down. Don't play into the fear of others. Now, what is the fear of other over here? It is the fear of all the TV media that people have gone online. People have become very addicted to OTT. They are watching on Netflix and this thing, and nobody's bothered about the news channel. So somehow they want to get you back. So they create, heroes out of rubbish. This is what you need to be clearly aware of. Please write this down. Awareness is the key. Write this down. Awareness is the key. Be aware of your fears, because many a time the fear is actually not a fear. It is a made up fear. That's what I said. No, 90% of the fear is just made up fear. It's not the actual fear. Are you all getting that? Brilliant. So are you all learning a lot? If you're all learning a lot, type out lot on the chat box. Come on, everybody. Type out lots on the chat box. Quick. If you're all learning a lot, type out lots on the chat box.
I will have a question to ask here, Doctor, whenever you finish your thing. Because see, there are certain people who are absolutely fearless. I mean, you can say the example of suicide bombers. Or today you can find suicide bombers walking on the streets without mask. Everybody is supposed to wear mask, but they are so careless. They are not even bothered. Like they are going to be the, like they can spread this coronavirus to somebody else. So they are absolutely fearless. नहीं मुझे किस चीज का डर नहीं लगता. डर के आगे जीत है types. So what will you? I mean, how can we induce the fear into them?
No, very, very simple. People who don't walk without masks are of two types in India today. One are the people who already got corona and gone. So they presume that they will not get corona again. So this is the big group that is going now. Because if you look at the numbers, they are saying 15% of our population has already got corona. 15 to 20% in all urban metros. Every urban metro has around close to 2 crore population. So 15 to 20% means you're talking about around 35 to 40 lakh people who are working. So in every metro. So that means all of them have already got corona and they have this belief that nothing will happen to them. Second is what I call as the Indian stupidity. In India, there is something called Indian stupidity. You know what is Indian stupidity? Nothing will happen to me. God is there for me.
Yeah.
Baba will take care of me. Jesus will take care. They have that mindset, nothing will happen to me. This will happen only to others. This is the typical Indian stupidity. That is why we are the diabetic capital and the hypertension capital of the planet Earth. If you look at the fat consumption, America should be the diabetic capital and the heart attack capital. But you know what's the difference between us and America? Americans eat everything more than us 3 to 4 times, but they exercise also 3 to 4 times. We eat everything and then sit in the house or sleep. That's the problem. Now, everybody knows if you walk every day for 45 minutes to 1 hour and eat in a proportionate amount, you will live a long life. But how many people are doing it? Simple.
Very true.
How many people are doing it? Everybody knows if you stop smoking, 90% chance of you getting cancer is gone. Every study has shown that. 90% of cancer is zero if you stop smoking. But how many are following that? Simple. That's the Indian mentality. It's also not only just Indian, it's a world mentality. Many people have this kind of a feeling that, yeah. In fact, I was in one of the videos I was watching. They were saying Corona itself is a hoax. Corona itself is a hoax. This is a game by the doctors to make money. Hare Baba. Yeah. You know how many doctors are sitting in their house paranoid and not able to sleep every day, worrying whether they are going to get it or not? The death rate is so high among doctors today. And I think it's ridiculous, but I think that's what society is also about. We have people of all different types and crises and everything. And looking at Mumbai, I think most of you are from Mumbai. Looking at Mumbai, it is going to explode. I think it's already started exploding. Already exploding, and so many deaths. Today I saw the OSD to the chief minister, his interview, and he's crying on the interview. It's viral. He's crying on the interview saying, I'm just not able to digest the fact so many people are dying. I'm helpless. He just broke down crying. 5-minute video in an interview with the press. He's crying. Just put OSD of Maharashtra and watch that. So that really shows what a big crisis and a bomb this has blown into. So that means what? Please understand. We need to save ourselves. Please understand. We need to first save ourselves, wear our mask. Our near and dear encourage them to wear our mask. And please understand, if you have already got corona, don't think you have already escaped. People who got corona, if they get corona again, that too, the virulence load is high. Chances of survival is just 5 to 10%. So please be very, very careful. There are tons of stories that has happened in Chennai, in the medical college staff who have got it again, got cured. After 3 months, they get it again and it is devastating. So these are things I want all of you to be careful about and be aware about. Are you all getting that clear? Yes. So unless and until awareness is the key. So simple steps to come out of the fear of corona. Have your masks. Whenever you go out and come, maintain a distance. Don't touch things that you don't want to touch. Have a sanitizer and wash it. When you come home, put your dresses for wash. Put your mask outside to wash. Wash it properly. Your vegetables, keep it outside for some time and then wash it and use it. These are simple, basic steps. If you follow, you will be able to come out of this corona very, very efficiently. That is the awareness. The second thing, please take care of your finance. Do what is called the worst case scenario analysis. That is worst case scenario. how much money will be there. Mobilize that, keep it with you, keep it safe, because I understand many of your moratoriums are going to end from next month. And all of you will be having that as the biggest fear that is going to come. So face that fear. Everybody is in the same boat. Please understand, this is a global pandemic. And last, I would like to conclude with one statement. The way you think, write this down. The way you think when you're down determines how high you will go up in life. The way you think when you're down determines how high you will go up in life. So if you want to go up in life, change your thinking. Start to look positive, start to feel positive, start to be energetic, start to be energetic, be enthusiastic about life. If you are depressed, I'm telling you, even if God comes in front of you, he cannot make you happy if you choose to be depressed. Are you getting that? So if you are energetic, then you will attract energetic people. You will start looking at things positively. You will be able to come out of the fear confidently. Awesome. So now, I want all of you to put on the chat box. What's your biggest learning from this talk? Come on, everybody. What are the 2 to 3 take-home messages that you have got? Type it out, type it out, type it out on the chat box. How did you like this talk? And what is your biggest takeaway? What is the one thing you're going to take away? Before we go into Q&A, I want to from all of y'all. What is your biggest takeaway from this talk? Type out the one biggest learning. Quick. Energy level matters. Brilliant. Be positive and awesome. Awesome. Brilliant, Liana. Jyoti says, live fearlessly. Awesome. Rajni says, take your fear and be positive. Brilliant. Shika says, face the fear and grow over it. Brilliant, Shika. Awesome. Hemangi says, face it. Vanita says, be energetic. Rupa says, your energy, sir. Thank you, Rupa. Carol says, to be as energetic and positive as you are. Brilliant. Varsha says, an optimistic outlook. Brilliant. Ketaki says, empower. Brilliant, Ketaki. Deepa says, I am not going to watch rubbish news. Yes, only focus on positive and positive news. Brilliant. Start to focus and also be aware of what is happening, Deepa. That's very important. Preena, throw away the fear and spread positivity. Brilliant. Jennifer, face the fear and overcome it. Brilliant. Revati, EFT. Daksa says, be positive. Awesome. Jagdish says, positive and energetic. Brilliant, Jagdish. Hemangi says, change your thoughts and attitudes. Brilliant. Jyoti says, always be positive. Awesome. See everything in a positive way. Brilliant. Energy is what you will draw always that keeps it positive. Brilliant. Puppa says positivity. Latika says energetic. Ketaki says awareness. Vandana says energetic. Cynthia says try to be more positive and confident to face whatever life throws at us. Bharti says be positive. Awesome, Bharti. Rashmi says positive thinking. Mangal says be positive and energetic. Beautiful. Fear has almost gone, feeling energetic. Awesome, Sunita. Brilliant. Jyoti says you're amazing. Oh, thank you, Jyoti. Hemangi says you are what you think. Brilliant. Lizzie says face the fear and fearlessly. All right. Beautiful. See, all of you have taken such lovely notes. Murari says be always active. Brilliant. Positive. Face everything and run fearlessly. Brilliant. 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 Awesome. Be positive and face it and come out of it. Awesome. So my take for all of y'all is this. Stay positive. Stay strong. Face it and come out of it. And my take is this talk is already there on Facebook. My take is, I know I've given you so much of value and points, but I want you to go and again. Watch it because there's so much. The EFT is a very, very important thing. Watch it again, okay? So if you'll all agree to watch this at least 2 times in the next 2 days. Today itself, you watch it once more. Tomorrow, again, go and watch it. Why I will tell you. Now you would have got it at your conscious level. When you watch it the 3rd time, it starts going into your subconscious level and it will start working with you. Are you all getting that? So I would suggest just watch it 3 times so you become stronger and you become ready to do it. Yes? So with this, thank you. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, Aarti and Parisar, for giving me this wonderful, wonderful opportunity. Once the lockdown is over, I'd love to come to Mumbai and meet all of y'all.
Sure,
yes?
sure. Actually, doctor, my WhatsApp is completely full with messages saying thank you very much. For the awesome session. And one question, what is the secret of your energy? Do you get energy in some shop in Chennai? And how many rupees a kilo? So please tell our viewers, because I don't know how you get so much of energy.
Always. It's like, always I'm telling you, many people have this thing that energy comes from food you eat or the thoughts you think and the way you are as a person. This is what many people think. but it's not true. Energy comes, I repeat, energy comes from what's your mission in life.
Absolutely.
Mahatma Gandhi was an ordinary man, but the moment he got that mission when he was chucked out of his train, he got so much of enormous energy that he used to walk 180 kilometers in a single day. Can you beat that? 180 kilometers, 150 kilometers, Dandi March. He had so much of energy that never came from the food he ate. It came from what's his mission in life. And what's my mission in life? My mission in life is very, very simple: to empower students to live a happy, contented, fruitful life. That's it. It's to empower them and see that they are able to come. So I work with schools. We have 75 schools we work with across India. I look forward to working with a lot of schools in Bombay also. We have a program that we work with schools. I want to create a kind of an environment where it's not just the academics, but who they are as leaders, that these children go out into the world and solve real world problems. That's my dream. And that's my dream, to create a world where, irrespective of who you're born to, I repeat, irrespective of who you're born to, whether you're born to Rajinikanth or you're born to the auto driver, you get the same quality of education. That means the same quality of opportunities available for each. Now, when I have such a vision in my life, automatically the energy comes. I don't look at you as 150 people who are listening to my talk. I look at you as 150 people who, if transformed, can go back and impact at least 500 or 600 people inside of the tough times. Are you all getting that? So if I was able to give you that joy, that's where my energy comes from.
No, wonderful, wonderful. In fact, I would like to tell you here, and I have shared that our mission also, it's almost a similar like what you are saying and what you're doing in Chennai. Definitely, we can look forward in, in collaboration with you, your organization, because with Parisar Asha for past 38 years, we have been working in the field of education and, improving quality of education. And also for past 4 years, we have started with this, our mental health helpline. It's a positive parenting and child helpline, because rightly you said that whatever happens, like when you become adult, so the main problem areas are in your childhood. So if we can give a very sound and happy childhood for every child, that will be a wonderful thing for, sustainability of tomorrow's future world. So we will flash here our positive parenting and child helpline number. It's a completely toll-free helpline. It's a free helpline where we have counselors, psychologists, psychiatrists on board who are, available from morning 9 o'clock till night 9 o'clock, and all Monday to Sunday. We, we are available anytime. Anybody can make a call from anywhere in India. It's toll-free. So Shri, please share the number with all the audience over here.
Sure. Awesome.
And sir, if you want to also share your number or your contact details, please
I
feel
just
free
put
to
my
do that. Yes.
My Facebook. I'm very active on Facebook.
So that's how I got to know about you.
So I just typed my name on Facebook, Kannan Girish, and you'll see me getting that award with the president. That's my picture.
Yes.
So you can just go there and just follow me over there. And if you have any doubt or anything, just put comments on my Facebook post. I answer to all the comments. I have this policy. I'll always answer to comments. Because I get messengers, I get I want to commit suicide. One line I'll get. And I always make it a point to answer, because we really don't know from what pain they are sending us. No?
Yes.
So I always have this habit of responding. So yeah, I'm very, very active. So that's this thing, Kannan Girish. So you can just follow me on Facebook and just keep commenting on my posts or something. I'll answer to all your comments. Yeah. Thank you all. Thank you. And
thank
I
you.
would
Thank
recommend
you so
all
much.
of you to go back and watch the videos I created. There are 7 days, 7 lives I did 2 weeks back. If you go watch those videos, you will learn a lot about not just fear, 7 different topics I spoke about, from entrepreneurship to this thing. So you'll get a lot of value. And I think that's where Aarti also saw and got a lot of value.
Yeah. No, absolutely. So much of learning from you, because every individual has to learn, and you're really doing amazing work. And I think the secret of your energy also now we have got to know. So definitely, I'm sure every person will find a purpose in life, and they will be energetic and they will be without fear. But I think at times we really have to have little fear so that we can take care of ourselves and our near and dear ones too. So
Exactly.
thank you so much, Dr. Girish. It was really awesome session. And I'm sure more people will watch this on Facebook, and we will be also sharing the YouTube link soon. So thank you
Sure.
so much. Good night.
Thank you.
Any questions? Do you have some 5-10 minutes to interact with the people if they
Yeah.
are? Yeah. So anybody would like to ask any questions to him? He's there, and he loves to answer the questions.
Either you can type it on the chat box, or you want to.
Yeah, we can unmute them also.
Yeah, whoever wants it. If you have a question, just say I have a question, and we'll unmute you. Call them again.
All are asking you to have one more session with us.
Sure, you could do. Sir, what do you think that should we follow politicians? It will be good or bad for us, sir. What do you think that should we follow politicians? See, please understand, politics is running our life, whether you like it or not. You really need to be aware of all the political things that's happening. I'll give you a simple example. My friend, yesterday, he posted on Facebook. Do you all know housing loan has come down from 9 to 7.5? Do you all know that? Many people don't even know that because you have not been following news. Now, if you don't go to your bank and ask your bank to change that percentage, you will be paying the same EMI as before. My friend got to know this, and immediately when he called us back, the bank said, sir, we sent you something, sir. You should have responded. See, bank sends 100 things. Now, what was a 90-month EMI has now ended up being only a 73-month for him. So much of a difference because of the thing. So these are small, small things I'm telling you that we need to be politically savvy, know what is happening, understand what it is. And when we give comment based on all sides of the issue, not just on one side of the issue. So that's my take on that. So you should be aware. Any country that is really developed, a country where they know what's happening in the system. Please, more sessions to energize us. Sure. Yes, I want more sessions with you. It's very energetic sessions. Thank you so much. Thank you, Preen.
Yeah, I had anyways warned everyone to stay away from their screen. Luckily, you didn't break anyone's screen.
Please, more sessions to energize us. Okay, thank you. We'll do it for sure. Yes, any other questions? Fearless session. Oh, wonderful. You've been participating so well. Awesome.
So no questions. I think everybody is out of their fear. Or they are, if they are in any fear to ask the question, I don't know. But
or maybe I've answered all of that. So
yeah, absolutely. You have answered everything. In fact, I was also thinking to ask you a few questions, but throughout the session, you have answered all my queries.
Oh,
so
wonderful.
No questions, all well explained. Yes.
Yes. Thank you,
so I think, let's wind up over here. And thank you so much on a note that you will be coming soon for our, webinar with some new topic we will discuss. Maybe our, participants can suggest some topics on our Facebook page. So we can, definitely invite Dr.
Please go comment on the Facebook page and watch the video again. That's my only take because I gave you so much of points. You cannot grasp all of it in 45 minutes. So just go watch it again. Yeah.
But it was absolutely power-packed session.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Good night. Yeah. Stay at home. Stay safe. Take care.
Yeah. Thank you all. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you, Aarti, and thank you, Pariswar. Thank you so much for the wonderful work you're doing and the great opportunity to interact with everyone.